What's good, everyone? This is Bobby Mack and Ray from the Huevos Ketchup podcast. Today's episode is brought to you by Fresh Balls that you can pick up at freshbody.com. Fresh Balls is a deodorant for your man junk, for your balls, for your ball sack, for your gooch, or the ABC, which is the ass ball connection. Today's episode is also brought to you by Wayne's Wings, the best wings in Texas. And it's true, it's been voted, and I've eaten there. Mention that you heard the ad here on the Huevos Ketchup podcast and receive 10% off any order. Anyway, we're getting back down to business now. So,
what's that business now?
We're gonna, we're getting back to our business, I guess.
All right, yeah.
So, anyway, today, ladies and gentlemen, here on the show, we're going to be taking a break from having some guests. So, you guys get the honor to listen to just Bobby Mack and Ray on the Huevos Ketchup podcast today. So, have you seen Game of Thrones yet? The new episode?
I haven't. Well, I didn't get to see it because we went to the wrestling show. Remember?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't really give a shit about Game of Thrones. I don't know how people like people are so. I'm not. My wife is. She's all about Game of Thrones. I fucking hate Game of. It's so boring.
No, I thought y'all were hooked on it because of what's her name, Brittany. I thought she got y'all into the show.
I mean, she got Dell into it, not me. I mean, yeah, like I'll sit there and I'll watch some of it. But
sex scenes?
I haven't seen any sex scenes.
The only softcore. Right.
But the only sex scene that I only remember was when that blonde chick was getting banged by Aquaman. That's the only one. Like I haven't seen any other sex scenes. And that's the thing is like my wife was telling me, she's like, I'm surprised you don't like it because it deals with history. I'm like, okay, well, number one, that's not fucking accurate history.
I was gonna say, that's not real history.
And then number two, she's like, oh, but it has all the sex scenes in there. I'm like, yeah, but that's softcore, like you said. I'm not into softcore. I can't even go back to softcore. Like I remember, like when I was younger, I could look at a
picture.
Just a picture, and it would just do the job. Now I can't. Like, you know what? You know what's funny is that like, so. I would say I kind of backed off a little bit on the porn.
Yeah.
Not that I stopped watching it because that's not true.
You don't have fucking time?
Well, no, it's not even so much that I don't have the time. Like, so I used to go down the porn rabbit hole. Like you would.
The fuck are you talking about?
Like like you start out looking for.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like there was a place. I was like, huh?
No. Pornrabbithole.com. It fucking might be.
No, because isn't there like like a venue called the Rabbit something? Oh, the White Rabbit. My bad.
Yeah, but that's gone now.
No. But I thought it was something like that.
What's it called? The Paper Tiger now? You know what? All I know is that they used to have badass pizza at the White Rabbit pizza place. That pizza was fucking delicious. You never had it? I really wish they had that other pizza. Was it Grant Street?
Yeah,
that was fucking good. I don't know why they closed that shit down.
It was like what, like a 16-inch slice pizza for what, like $2?
Yeah, but those were the good old days. You don't have that shit anymore. You can't buy shit for $2 anymore. But, fuck was I saying?
We were talking about Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, Game of Thrones. Yeah, fuck Game of Thrones. I don't think it's interesting at all. I just can't get through it.
So, because you were watching that and you were watching The Walking Dead. Do you like The Walking Dead?
Dude, fuck. Okay, so when The Walking Dead first started, like I would say The Walking Dead would have been a badass show if it would have ended like 6 years ago. Because it's like 10 years later and they're still like in the same. I don't know. Like I can't get behind this show that is. I mean, it's literally the same type of shit.
You know they're making a third spinoff, right? Or a second spinoff of the main one.
Of what? Oh,
so it's The Walking Dead. Yeah. They have Fear the Walking Dead, and now they're making a third one.
A third for what?
It's supposed to be the premise is following two women. I think they're teenage girls growing up in the post-apocalyptic zombie world or zombie land.
Zombieland. Oh shit! Isn't the new Zombieland coming out? Or
yeah, well, I think
actually, when does it come out?
I think it's coming out later this year, it's 2019, or if it's late 2020. But also, Bill and Ted is coming out 2020.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw
Coming to America Part 2.
Dude, Coming to America Part 2. Like, I'm so excited for it, but at the same time, I'm so kind of worried.
I know. I don't want them to mess it up.
Because if they fuck it up, dude, it's going to be, like, it's going to suck so bad if they fuck it up.
Well, see, I'm worried that, like, and it's not the same movies or anything like that, but, like, Back to the Future, Robert Zemeckis and I can't remember who his partner was when they wrote the movie. It took them 7 years to make Back to the Future Part 1, and they knocked out Part 2 and Part 3 literally, I think, like, within 2 or 3 years of each other after the first one. And people said, of course, that they suck or whatever because they didn't put that much time into it, into the writing of the story. So what I'm worried about is if Eddie Murphy is just trying to pump out a movie for profit, just
Yeah, because he hasn't done shit in forever.
Yeah, well, I mean, see, I'm worried that we're gonna have Dr. Doolittle, Eddie Murphy, or what's the one with Respucia? Norbit, yeah. See, I don't like that Eddie Murphy, and I'm worried that he's gonna rush it out, or it's gonna be that Eddie Murphy mentality.
God, I fucking hope not, dude. Like this,
you know what I mean? Like to try to trade the newer crowd and things like that.
Or like, I mean, Eddie Murphy hasn't done, and again, to me, Eddie Murphy hasn't done shit since
'99.
I won't even. What year did he make? Let's see here.
Life was '99. I think
Life
the Clubs was
99?
like '94, '95, maybe '96.
Yeah, so
Night Professor.
Yeah, Nutty Professor. But I would say since Life, he hasn't done shit. And you know what? Like Martin Lawrence too. Like, I mean, they're supposed to come out with a Bad Boys 3.
I never liked Bad Boy.
Really? You never liked Bad Boys? I thought, dude, I fucking love the first one. The second one was alright, but the first one is, dude, that was my fucking shit. I used to love that movie.
Remember that song by Nelly? It was the Bad Boys thing.
Oh, the Shake Your Tail Feather?
Yeah, I like that one. I like that song.
I like the video. You seen the video?
I don't remember the video.
Dude, the video, there's just ass everywhere. It is ridiculous. Like, have you ever seen a Nelly uncensored video?
I don't think so. I think I only ever saw him like, it was like BET at nighttime or during the day MTV, so it was never...
Back when MTV used to show music videos?
Yeah, Smiles and South Star, remember?
Who?
Tell Me. Smiles and South Star. You don't remember them?
No, I don't remember them.
I'm trying to think who else was on the... Remember when they had Headbangers Ball?
Fuck yeah, dude. I used to love watching Headbangers Ball. They used to play... I remember during Headbangers Ball.
Good Charlotte, Benji, and Joel were the host of Headbangers Ball.
Which is why it fucking went down
Whatever.
the hole.
I knew
Which is why it sucked. Dude, that was all about having Matt Penfield on there.
I don't know who that is.
That was that little fat bald guy. He was the fat bald guy. He was the host. He was like the...
I only saw it when then, too. Took over.
Oh, he was... Yeah, of course. But he was like the metalhead expert. He knew everything about every band. Like, he knew who the drummer of A Perfect Circle for the third time was, and who he was married to, and where he went to high school and shit. Like, he fucking knew like everything about stupid shit that nobody even give a damn about. But I mean, I wish they still did have stuff like that. But I mean, now, dude, you just go on fucking YouTube. You don't have to watch TV for shit.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like it that way, but I do miss like, and I think we were talking to Jack, the Texas Wildman, about that. Like with wrestling, you saw things when you saw them, and you appreciated them more, and that's where I feel like it's great when you want that moment to have that access to that music video, but I do feel like it's.
Oh shit! You know what? Speaking of wrestling, I wanna throw this out. I don't know if I talked to you yet about it, but do you watch Viceland on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you see the one that they did the wrestling documentary? It's called The Dark Side of Wrestling.
Oh no, that one came out on the 10th. I haven't seen it yet.
The one about Bruiser Brody.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, but I know
God, dude, that one was fucking crazy. So do you remember or know who Bruiser Brody was?
Bruiser Brody. It sounds familiar. But...
He looked like almost like a wild caveman kind of guy. And so the documentary is talking about how it was him and Tony Atlas. Do you remember Tony Atlas?
Yeah,
right?
I remember
Okay.
that.
That guy was a fucking monster, by the way. Anyway, how they went to go wrestle down in Puerto Rico, and apparently Bruiser Brody was going to buy that territory and get rid, or I guess what they thought was...
Oh, he's dead already.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he died in 88, damn.
Mm-hmm. Because okay, so get this shit. So he was going to apparently buy this territory down in Puerto Rico. And I guess it was rumored that he was going to get rid of... I can't remember the wrestler, but he was like a local Puerto Rican. Was it Puerto Rican or Panamanian? Fuck, I can't. It was one of those P's. I don't know. And but he was like a local, like famous wrestler, right? So rumor was that he was going to get rid of him. Well, they were all in the back. They're all in the back in the locker room before this show, and what happens is that other wrestler calls Bruiser Brody over to like I guess like the shower area, and then he stabs him like twice. But I guess when he stabbed him, he stabbed and sliced like.
So that way there's no coming back.
Yeah, and he did it, I think, in his chest and in his abdomen. And
so they know for sure that it was that guy?
Well, okay, so fucking get this. The dude got off. Like, he got, like, it never came to anything. Because the only one that really would say anything was Tony Atlas. Because Tony Atlas went back there to help him. Like, because he said that he heard him, like, grunt or groan, whatever, and then he saw him fall to the floor, and that he was trying to, like, get him help, like, and so he rode with him in the ambulance to the hospital, and when he came back, he said he was fighting, I want to say, he was wrestling Iron Sheik, I think. I think that's who it was. Atlas, yeah. Uh-huh. And then that he told him, like, during the match that that this other guy, I can't remember the guy's name. Fuck, I have to look it up. But that the other guy stabbed Bruiser Brody, and that the Iron Sheik was like, this motherfucker, and he stopped the match and just ran out to the back. And that when they went back there, everyone, including that guy that stabbed Bruiser Brody, was just laughing, and they're back there just having a good time, whatever. And nobody would back up Tony Atlas's story because he was the only one that fucking knew it.
Yeah, the guy's name was Jose Huertas Gonzalez.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. So, and then
he's a wrestler and a booker. He's from a city near Puerto Rico.
So yeah, it is Puerto Rico. But yeah, and then I guess the other one that the other wrestler that they interviewed for this one too was Abdullah the Butcher.
Oh, Abdullah. I don't like him.
I mean, I've always liked Abdullah the Butcher.
No, but after he did, wasn't it him? He's the one that would cut his forehead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he supposed, well, not supposed, he didn't say it, but that guy, that other male wrestler that ended up saying that he had a lawsuit against Abdullah because Abdullah the Butcher had, I think he has his HIV.
Oh shit!
And he ended up infecting him because he cut open his head with, I think it was a fork or a blade, and then used the same blade on that guy. And transmitted it to to him.
Fuck that, dude.
And then now that guy's dead already. I don't know if it was because of that.
Shit. But I mean, yeah, that. But anyway, but you got to watch that shit on Viceland, dude. It's on YouTube. It's fucking crazy. Like I want to say it's like 30, 45 minutes long, whatever it is. But dude, that was probably one of the best wrestling things I've seen lately. It was pretty fucking good. I don't know if they're gonna come out with more wrestling things.
You like that or?
I do I like watching all that shit.
I like it for the older guys, the historical part of it.
So anyway, so like you know how like we went to go watch wrestling this past Sunday, and it was the branded outlaw wrestling over there on at the Woodlawn Gym. I mean, it was a good show. It was a good show. I like the whole intimacy of the show. How they didn't have the what do you call it? Like those rails between the ring, between the ring and the crowd, and of course the wrestlers when they came out, like I think the wrestlers were really like engaging.
Yeah, a lot of them were shaking hands, clapping. I even saw a couple of the girls that pick up babies.
Oh shit, they were picking. I didn't see that part.
Yeah, well, I mean they were picking up kids.
That's probably when I'm gonna go get nachos and shit.
Yeah, you ate how many bowls? Like 2?
I had 2. Okay, so I had 2 nachos and a chocolate cake. Not a whole chocolate cake.
When did you have a chocolate cake?
It was towards the end. It was after the second bowl of nachos.
Oh,
they had because I mean like they had chocolate cake there and nobody was getting it, and I was like, fuck it, I want some chocolate cake, and yeah, I got me a piece of chocolate cake. No, but
yeah, no, they were picking up kids and giving high fives, giving hugs, and remember that girl? She even came out of the ring, got the dude's hat, took a picture, and then went back in, picked up the girl again, and came back out and did another.
That's what I liked. I liked the fact that they were actually engaging with the audience.
Yeah,
because fine, you have wrestlers that somewhat engage where they talk shit back to the audience. Or like if they, like if the audience member yells or screams or like, hey, fuck you too, or whatever. But they were actually like physically engaging with the audience, and I think that's something that like you don't see at any other shows. But
what I had told Mr. Clint, the owner of Branded Outlaw, was, well, actually, I'm sorry, I told him and I told Terry Depp, who's also working with them. Also, what I liked was I heard a lot of the old slogans that we would hear from. Like The Rock, and remember when that guy was like, "You two jabronis," and
jabronis,
yeah, and then the girls were even using some of the old wrestling moves, like Shawn Michaels, the super kick, a modified version of it, but they were doing those kinds of things. And it just made me remember all the stuff we used to see, or I guess I used to see, or you used to see.
Because but again, I think you and I talked about it before too, like on the other podcast when we had Ricky G on here, and we're talking about just like the different eras that we saw. Mm-hmm. But one era that we do have in common is the Raw era.
The Attitude era.
Yeah, as the Attitude? I thought it was Raw era.
Well, I mean, that's the name of the show, but it was considered
the Attitude.
As the Federation years, the Attitude era, and then the PG era.
What's PG stand for?
The parental guidance.
Is that what it is now?
Yeah, like PG-13, parental guidance 13. But
Oh.
it's the PG era because it's made for people that are above 10 years of age and up.
Oh. Fuck, I don't know. All I know is that, like, I just, from what I understand, there's a bunch of wrestling organizations between here and Austin.
Yeah.
So there's like 8 of them or something like that. And it's like, I don't hear enough of it. Like, I don't hear, like, this show is being promoted here. Like, it's the only way that, like, I found out about that one show that I took the baby to was because somebody had promoted at my dad's work, because the place they were having it was literally like a 38-second drive from my dad's front door at work. So, like, and he was like, yeah, they gave free tickets. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, well, like, but again, I would have never fucking known.
Yeah, and I think that's why Victoria was, of course, that's not her real name, but that's her wrestling name. But, what do you call it? I think that's why why Victoria was saying for everybody to help push, indie wrestling. And like she said, every little $3 that you spend on the food, or the $10 for the posters, or $20 for the picture, it all adds up to their gas, so that way they can move on to the next spot and things like that. Because, there's so many little independent places that need to stay afloat.
Yeah. Because
not everybody can be at WWE or NXT or All Elite Wrestling, things like that.
But I mean, like, yeah, fine. You buy the pictures and you buy this and that, and it gives them, I don't know, whatever their cut is. I mean,
I would assume that, I mean, again, I'm not the business owner or whatever, but I'll presume anything of their merchandise, at least them two, Victoria and Taya, I would assume that that's all theirs. I mean,
yeah, but I mean them. But like, what about like the other wrestlers? It's like, okay, so if you buy a shirt, and I know that like some of the shirts that we had made,
you had made,
or that the ones I had made, came out to like $15 a pop. So if you sell them for if you sell them for $20 a pop, then you know.
No, but I mean, I'm pretty sure
you profit $5. But like,
well, I'm sure if bigger in bulk, you probably profit a little bit more.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you buy them in bulk, I'm not. But my point is that if you profit, anywhere between $5 to $8, and you sell a couple of shirts, like, and let's say you are traveling, let's say you are that wrestler that does a spot at the Branded Outlaw, then you go do a spot at some other independent, and then you go to another spot over in Austin that's independent, and you go to Houston for this independent. Like, I mean, you pretty much in order to survive that, I think honestly, like, you would have to have another type of income.
I'm pretty sure they do. I mean, I don't think these people are doing this full time,
but that's what it used to be, though. Like, if you listen to the
I know, like the old timer.
Yeah. If you listen, because I remember even like Stone Cold was talking about how he used to like things were so bad at one point that where he used to
just eat the potatoes raw.
Yeah, he eat raw potatoes. Like, I mean, I don't think anybody, and again, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think anybody right now is really at that juncture to where they're eating raw potatoes, or they don't know where their next meal is coming from, and plus they're wrestling and then working out and trying to maintain this body and stuff like that. So, I mean, again, does it exist? I mean, yeah, it probably does, but I don't think that it's at that juncture where it's like, where these people are, I would say, or the majority of these people are struggling to stay alive or to pay bills. I mean, I don't think that wrestling would pay their bills.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I mean, maybe it's the beginning part of it, because it's kind of like us. Like, if someone were to tell us, come do a live show for us and, speak to guests or anything like that, we would do it, and more likely we're not getting paid to do it. It's just to promote us.
Yeah.
And I think that it would end up being something like that, to where we would have to do that a couple of times, or a lot of times, or maybe a year or two, just so we can get enough of a crowd to where we can start selling merchandise and selling this and that, so that we can have some side income, so that way,
God, I would love, like, seriously, like, I would love to fucking quit my job and just do this.
Not because it's bad. It's just
no. I mean, because you know what, like, so I mean, like, even after doing stand up for a while, like, you know, after doing stand-up for those years and you know, putting in the work into writing, and, you know, of course, you and I putting the work into, you know, having shows, and me putting the work over at doing spots at the downtown comedy club, or it's been shut down now. You know, doing these shows for other people, for like Nick the Mailman when he had me on with Jade Esteban. He's had me on twice. And the most recent one was this past summer, that he had me on, and it was fucking amazing, dude. Like, I don't think like I killed that bad, or I killed that much in a while. Like, that crowd, and you know what's funny is that, like, that crowd was actually an older crowd.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like, you know, like, because if you go down to the LOL bullshit club, it's mostly 90% full of comics, other comics.
Yeah.
So you're doing comedy for other comics. And
you don't get a whole lot of support, I think.
No, you don't. And you know what's funny is that I really feel, and I've always felt this way, and maybe it's just me, but I've always felt that the comedy scene here in San Antonio is just a bunch of shit, because I don't feel like there's any real support from other comics.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's real cliquish. It's very much like high school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they don't like you, or if they don't know you, or if you're not part of their little group, then you don't get to talk to them or hang with them, or like nobody will talk to you about, you know, hey, what are, you know, what
no one wants to collaborate also.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody really wants to collaborate, and which I think is fucking dumb, because, you know, that's the best tool you have.
Yeah.
Is to collaborate with other comics. Like, if I can do, like, okay, so if I did one show, if I did one of my specials, and, you know, it's one special this one time, you know, during this month, and I make X amount of dollars. Mm-hmm. Okay, great. But I've only reached one audience.
Yeah.
Why not work with, you know, of course, you know, you work with Bobby Smith, and then you're going to, you know, go work with
Frankie Danger.
Frankie Danger, then go work with Blair Thompson. Then
you get their people to be your fans, and your fans become their fans.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But people don't want that. I don't know why. It just really feels like, it really feels like, especially I don't know about Austin comics, but I know the comics here in San Antonio. I mean, like, a lot of them, not all of them, but I know, like, a lot of them are very cliquish. They kind of don't really want to, I guess, talk and collaborate just about, just even ideas and shit like that. Like, and I think because it's such a closed network, it's not an open network. It's just, it's very closed off. I think that a lot of comics miss on doing more, because, like, I'll tell you right now, like, okay, Bobby Smith, B. Smitty, he's a fucking working comic now. Like, he works. Like, he's a working comic, and he does special events. He does this and that. He does a show here, and he'll do a show there. He'll do, you know, whatever, this and that. But he's always been collaborative.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
I know. I think, like, every show you did, he was always there.
He was there, and he put me on the San Antonio All Stars, to where we were doing, you know, I was doing spots down at the River Center Comedy Club, and, you know, and of course I put him on. I had him host the show, but again, like, I know I'm not going to name any names, but I know that I couldn't go up to certain comics and be like, hey man, you know, I was thinking about putting on a show, and hey, what do you think about this, or you know, I just know that it's not, you know, it's not like that, because a lot of comics think that for some reason their shit don't stink, even though they're still here.
Yeah.
Like, you really haven't gone anywhere. Like, you haven't made it big. You're not a working comic. You know, just because you work at the LOL club doesn't mean you're a working comic. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. But I will. What?
Yeah, no. I was gonna say something about the wrestling thing. But yeah, no. I mean, otherwise, I think the show was also really good. I was really nervous to meet Victoria and get that picture. Just, I know I've told you this, but the people that listening wouldn't have known this. My concern is meeting these people that were part of my childhood, or idols, or whatever, and for them to just be complete, you know, jerks about meeting, or be like, I guess what kind of did it for me was you told me about your experience with Ric Flair.
Oh, dude, that was fucking terrible.
And I don't know how much you paid, but I know that's not cheap. Not for Ric Flair.
No,
it has
it wasn't.
to be more than at least $100. So, you know, and with Victoria, I mean, it was not at all expensive, which it's a really good deal that I got. But just meeting her or the other people I met a couple weeks ago, she was just very nice. She even redid the pictures and things like that. And
yeah, see, which is something that you don't get to experience. Like when I met Ric Flair, it was at one of the Comic Cons or the Wizard Con or some shit. I can't remember exactly which one it was. But when I met Ric Flair, it was during Father's Day. Mm-hmm. And so I wanted to get my brother Rick, who, I mean, I wasn't a dad at the time, but I wanted to get him a signed poster from Ric Flair because that's one of his all-time favorites.
Yeah.
Ric Flair saying Happy Father's Day, Rick, from Ric Flair. Yeah. And I thought that'd be fucking awesome. And I looked at it and it was $70 just for an autograph. Not even a picture. I didn't get a picture with him. I just got that picture signed.
Okay.
A photocopy with his scribble on it. And so when I met Ric Flair, when it was my turn to go up there, this dude didn't even look up at me. Like he didn't even look up. His eyes, and he was like, his eyes were just looking down. And I remember paying attention the whole time because I'm like, holy shit, I'm gonna meet Ric Flair.
Yeah.
He shook my hand, signed the picture. Didn't even look up once at me.
Yeah.
Didn't even look up nothing. And so it was so disengaging, and so I don't know, man. It just I really felt like that was not worth $70 because I didn't really get to meet Ric Flair. Yeah. I didn't get to meet him. Like he, like I said, he just, okay, who do I make this out to, champ? That's what he told me, and I was like, could you make it out to Rick? Could you say Happy Father's Day, Rick? And he's like, oh yeah, sure. And he writes it and he goes, all right, take it easy, buddy. And just like didn't even look up and just sent me on my way for $70.
Yeah. For
$70 goddamn dollars. Yeah. I was like, motherfucker, dude, for $70. So you know how many? I'm sorry, dude. You know how many?
You know how many burgers?
You know how many burgers, lap dances, boxes of cigarettes or booze I can get with that? I don't know.
But and see, that's where like I don't like doing those meet and greets because. And again, I understand, you and I have had this conversation to where I know they can't fucking sit down and have fucking a meal with you, and it's not anything like that, but, 30 seconds or even less than 30 seconds, and you spend 100, 150, 200 for these pictures or autographs.
Yeah.
To me, it's, again, they're like, okay, like Lou Diamond Phillips. My sister had got me the meet and greet after the La Bamba screening. I was so nervous, and, I mean, you know how long I've idolized that guy. And all that, and actually I got to speak to him for probably a minute or two, and then I saw him again afterwards when he was leaving from the event.
And he still talked to you, right? Even afterwards?
He still talked to me. He
wasn't like, oh, this fucking guy, I gotta go. No,
no, he wasn't like that exactly, but it was definitely a more rushed kind of thing, but he still engaged.
He still actually took the time.
Yeah, and so I'm still very appreciative of that, but I've idolized this guy for fucking like 20-something years already. And, I mean, you have your jokes about him and, about how much I like him or whatever. Family has their jokes or whatever. But the one thing I was so surprised with was, because you went with go see the Dolly Rots at the Bang Bang, I'll say the Bang Bang Buzz.
Is that the Bang Bang Buzz?
The Bang Bang Bar. The Bang Bang Bar, and
no, we took the Bang Bus over there. Oh shit!
No, we went to the Bang Bang Bar to see him, and I know you saw the other bands, and Given a Chance was great. Go Betty Go was great, but the Dolly Rots thing, I mean, that was the reason I went, or that we went, and I know I've told you this, but the people here listening haven't heard anything like this, but the fact that she was very much engaging after the show.
And who's the lead singer for Dolly Rots?
Yeah, Kelly Ogden.
I thought you were going to say Kelly Clarkson for a second. I was like, oh shit.
No, but, I mean, she was down there, kind of in the pit area, hugging people and taking pictures, shaking hands, and I know they had like a little street crew for different towns that they're in, so she was engaging with everybody. And that night really did it for me, because after that I met Lou Diamond Phillips, and then I had the courage to do meet Victoria this weekend. That night, for what she did, was she kind of took away. I mean, there's still a little bit of that fear for anybody else that I try and meet and do a meet and greet, but she really, what's the word I'm looking for?
She set the bar.
Yeah, she set the bar, and she shocked me because I was very nervous to actually go down there and meet her. You know, I was kind of worried that the person that I like their music and I appreciate their music and I'm trying to meet them, what if they're going to be that jerk? You know, like they're going to be my Ric Flair. And that's
what was crazy to me when you met her, like when she turned around and she saw you, she's like, "Hey!" and she went and hugged you, and I was like, "Does he fucking know her? Like he's not telling me?"
She asked him. No, I wish. No, she goes. What'd she say? She said that if I had been there before and I had mentioned to her that it was my first concert.
Was that really your first concert ever?
Yeah.
No, fuck off. It wasn't.
Yeah, well, because again, like my sister, she wanted me to go see and meet Good Charlotte.
No, but like I mean, in your life
like
period.
That's what I'm saying. Like the Skillet times I wanted to go see Skillet.
Yeah.
Something always comes up to where I can't meet them, and I'm always too nervous to meet them also. But same thing with Good Charlotte. When they came into town, I wanted to meet them. Well, I mean, you know how long I've liked them. And even them, I'm too nervous to meet them or whatever because I'm worried about everybody being jerks. So I don't really attend concerts because if I'm going to go to a concert, I want to meet the people that I'm listening to. So I just never bothered. But for whatever reason, that night, everything seemed to work out that you and I were able to go and we were able to stay there late till damn near closing. And yeah, like I said, she was just really she was great. Like it was fun. She really took away a lot of that fear of me worrying about these people that I idolize to be jerks.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, she definitely wasn't a jerk at all. I mean,
she was very.
She was really cool. Like even when she talked to me for a split couple of seconds, I was like, she was like really friendly.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like tough to say about people, about celebrities. The one celebrity I can tell you that I met several, but one of the celebrities that I met that was super fucking friendly and. I will pay to meet him again, whatever. I met Meatloaf.
Lou Ferrigno? Oh, I didn't know
Lou Ferrigno too. Lou Ferrigno was really cool. He was like, it was super awesome, and he's fucking huge still, and he's like 800 years old, whatever his deal is. But he's still a monster. Like he's still pretty big.
What about Meatloaf?
Meatloaf was probably the nicest. Like what I mean nicest, I want to say the most genuine. He was really cool. He talked to me and I told him, I was like, dude, I listened to your albums on repeat, on tape and vinyl since I was a kid. And I was like, even when I was a kid, I was like, a lot of other people used to call me Meatloaf because they said I looked like Meatloaf because I was like a little fat kid and I had like, my hair was not like in a mullet, but it was like kind of long hair, but not really. And I had like this rat tail. And, yeah, I know. Well, it was the fucking 80s, whatever. And so, yeah, so people would call me Meatloaf, and I would also sing his songs and shit, dude. Like I was a fucking Meatloaf.
Dress up like the Beast music video one that he did. I would do anything for love.
I would do it. Yeah,
I pretend you're the girl and he's Meatloaf.
Can I be the girl in your video? No, but when I met him, he was fucking cool. I also met Jay from Jay and Silent Bob. That was fun.
You? Yeah. Was it Jason Mewes?
Yeah. Whenever. We'd gone to, I want to say that one was, it was Austin. It was Austin because my wife wanted to see Jason Momoa.
Oh, Momoa?
Yeah, whatever.
Momoa,
Mamon.
Kick your ass.
Whatever, I'll kick his ass. I don't give a fuck. You listening to Jason Momoa? Come on, Aquaman, I'll fuck your shit up.
We got a Huevos Ketchup challenge for you.
That's right. Hell yeah, I don't give a fuck.
A special referee.
But you know what though? But so I met Jay from Jay and Silent Bob, and then I met I don't remember his real name, but he was fucking awesome too. He was cool, a really nice guy. The guy from The Walking Dead, even though I can't stand that show.
Oh, Daryl Dixon.
No, it wasn't Daryl. Well, no.
Well, what's his name? What's his real name?
I'm drawing a blank. Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
No, I got to meet him too, but it wasn't. But that's not what I was talking about. What I was talking about was remember the redhead guy that had like the flat top and the mustache?
Oh, the Seamus looking guy.
Yeah, it was Abraham.
Yeah, I say Abraham.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but we met him, and he was really fucking.
He looks like he'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, he was like. It's funny because he looks like an asshole, but like he really wasn't. He was super fucking cool. And then I met who did I fucking meet that was famous? Brian Posehn. That was fucking awesome. After the show, went to go see him at the Cap City Comedy Club
that's right,
over in Austin.
I would have thought. I still hate you for not going the way he looks because y'all both had the identical look.
I have the picture right there.
No, I know, but you fucking shaved your beard and everything. Like you cleaned yourself up.
Well, yeah,
instead of looking like him. Because I'm telling you, I mean, you're like what 3 inches shorter than him, or like 2 inches shorter than him. But I really think that it would have been better if you had looked exactly like him and both of y'all did the picture the same.
I look more like him now.
Well, yeah, no shit, because you have the scraggly beard now. There you have.
Why is it gotta be fucking scraggly? I just can't have a beard.
No, well, I'm scraggly too, bitch.
See, it's up there. I have my meeting with Brian Posehn, the lead singer from Drowning Pool.
I was gonna say, who the hell's that?
Yeah, that's the lead singer from Drowning Pool.
And who's the next one? Jackie Chan?
No, that's Sean Astin.
Oh, okay.
That's Sean
And
Astin.
and then fucking Dan Aykroyd.
And then fucking Dan Aykroyd. I met Dan Aykroyd at the liquor store. That was badass.
But anyway, no, like I said, if you would have met Brian Posehn the way he looks and the way you looked like 2 days before that, then it would have been better. But whatever.
And then when I met Michael Jordan, that was really...
You met Shaq and Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith and AJ and...
No, the only... in terms of the NBA players that I met...
David Robinson.
Tim
Duncan.
Oh,
I know, you won't say that story.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that story because if there's probably Spurs fans listening and they're all over Tim Duncan's nuts, but I will tell you this
all
much.
Over his fresh balls?
All over his fresh balls, but I'll tell you this much. Tim Duncan is a dick. I don't give a flying fuck. That dude's an asshole.
So much for our Spurs sponsorship.
I don't give a fuck, dude. Like, you know what, dude? It's like...
You think he's just having a bad day then?
No, dude, because you know what? It was more...
man.
No, because like it was even more than just that one time. And again, I'm not going to say... Because again, just for, security purposes, whatever, I'm not going to say where I would run into him or whatever. And it was at one of my previous employers' establishments, and I met him a handful of times, and yeah, he was just
You sweating? You getting all pissed off or what?
No, dude, I'm fat. I can't help it.
Oh, okay.
But you'll tell you what, my balls ain't sweating though. I used Fresh Balls this morning. It's dude, it's so great. Like, I love it because right now it's starting to get all hot and musty outside.
Texas heat.
Yeah, and I'll go and I'll pull my pants down or I'll take my helmet out so I can go pee or whatever. And dude, there's no must, there's no stench. It's great. I remember I was telling my wife the other day, I was like, look, I'm not trying to be a pervert. I'm not trying to be nasty.
You're gonna smell this?
Yeah, I tried. I said, look, would you smell my balls? Like, just for the sake of like science, not to be nasty. Like,
she's not a scientist. She ain't doing that.
No, she's not. So
Yeah.
she told me to fuck off, dude. Like, I'm not. But I'm not asking her like, hey, sniff them and then put them in your mouth. I'm just saying like, could you smell my balls and see if you think that they smell? Because I haven't had any.
How much of this stuff do you like? How quick do you go to that bottle with your balls?
With my balls, since my balls are massive, I'm still on my first bottle
Okay.
What is this called? It's not a bottle. It's a
squeeze tube, I think.
A squeeze tube.
And it's a 3.4 ounce.
Yeah,
fluid ounce. So
100 mLs. Yeah, like I'm still on my first one, and I've been using it for a month now. So I'm still on my first one, and I bought 2. So I mean, and as a matter of fact, like they got good deals. Like that one, the other product, or no, sorry, the other version of this, the one that's all over social media. Mm-hmm. They have. For one of their bottles is $20. With that, you get 2 for $20.
Oh, okay.
From Fresh Balls, you get 2 for $20. So it's like half the price. And I haven't used the other product, but this one I don't need to. This one works just fucking great. And all of my shit's fucking mashed together. Like, it's not even like I don't have anything separate down there. My balls and wiener are just everything's all smashed together.
I see you reaching for that cigarette. You want to go take a smoke break and we'll come back?
Take a smoke break and we'll come back.
Okay, yeah, because I want to talk about The Walking Dead still.
Welcome back, everybody. We're back here on the show, ladies and gentlemen. So we left off talking about some of our meet and greets, some people that we met, people we thought that were cool, people who thought we were assholes, kind of like Tim Duncan. It's for real. So anyway, so you wanted to talk back again about
The Walking Dead. No, just why? The fuck are you doing? Is that your vape?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, just I don't understand why you don't like it. I mean, we were all about. We were all about zombie stuff for like 2007 to like 2011.
Yeah, but you know what though, like. Being in love with zombies, and that's always been my thing. Like, even my wife knows, like, hands down, like, zombies are my favorite thing. Like, that's my favorite. But, you know, just from watching The Walking Dead, you know, it's like...
I understand you say it's repetitive.
It's real repetitive. But it is real repetitive, and it's real... Like, okay, so every zombie movie, every zombie show, okay, this is the way it goes. And it's just hands down the way it goes. There's no... I mean, you can't really dispute this, really. But even zombie books and stories, like, they always have the one person that has no, you know, experience using guns or anything like that. They're just normal people. And they always have the military or the police officer. And they have the, you know, this. They have these, like...
Someone that has medical training.
Yeah, so it's always like the same exact shit. It's always the same exact thing. Like,
yeah, but I mean, you got to think about it. That's really real life because...
And that's not real life.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
No, it's not because no. Listen.
Just hold on.
Let's just say, for example. No, hold on. Listen to me. Let's say, for example, right? Let's say right now the apocalypse happened. Right? Let's say right now the apocalypse happened, and it happened right here in front of the house.
Yeah.
I have no military training. Okay. I have no police training. Of
course not.
Of course not. Right. So, you know, if I go and I don't live by any police officers, so like let's just say, for example, that I go off with using the people that live by me. Okay, I'm just going off of that. My neighbor to over here to the right, he installs security systems. Okay, my neighbor to the left, he works on cars. Okay, and so there's that, and then you know,
like a mechanic work on cars, or like detail or fucking window tint kind of works on cars.
Yeah, like that. Like he does. Yeah, so
he's not like fixing engines and shit.
Yeah. So it's like...
Yeah or no?
No, yeah, he's not.
Okay. I'm like,
No. That's what I'm saying is like, yeah, he's not. So let's just use that scenario, okay? And then if I use my wife, who's a hairstylist, right?
We're fixing the
exactly, hair. Right? So what the fuck are we going to do? Like,
okay,
what
that's
the
my
fuck
point.
are we going to do?
Between my family and yours, just say if something were to happen right now, and you and me had to get, like, our families in the same house or whatever. Well, I believe myself. I believed in you, but I don't know how much you believe in yourself. If someone were to get a wound or anything like that, to be able to close them back up, to no antibiotics. I can stitch somebody close. I can close up a wound. I can use, you know, wound cleaners and things like that, and no bandages and stuff that we need to get.
But that's not real medical training.
No, but that's what I'm saying though. Like stuff like that kind of thing. Surgery wise, no, of course not. Like we're not gonna be able to fucking perform surgery and things like that. But that's what I'm saying. Like you know people that can do stuff like that.
Yeah, I know.
And then, people... if we were to have to be stuck in a house, my stepdad Art and your dad Mac can fucking rig up something around the house, and probably fortify, you know, the house, or even build things that we would need on top of being inside of a community, or like The Walking Dead does. So I mean, you do have, and then my stepdad, he has I think like 3 or 4 people in the family that are Bexar County sheriffs or cops or firearm, you know, they have firearms, things like that. That's what I'm saying. Like
But the likelihood of getting all those people together.
No, but if they were to, I'm just saying, if they were to have died or whatever, we would know where to go get the weapons and things like that. But I mean, that's what I'm saying though. Like you have people in your family that would end up being the
but like what I'm talking about is like if you and I, like again if we look outside the window right now and there were zombies outside, then what would the likelihood be of us? So we get in the truck and we hit the fucking road, okay, and we run into this group of people. According to TV and even literature, books, video games, all this stuff, there's, you know, what are the chances that we're going to run into somebody that's who's a cop or a military, and then we run into, you know, in the same group there's the nurse, and then there's, you know, all these people. Like, my point is that they play out the same shit over and over, and it's like, okay, like, I get it, because that makes the story, like, it makes things more livable, but the thing is, I don't want to see that. I want to see the average person, or even below average, fucking team up with the other average or below average people, and then try to make it, because that's what, like, that's what makes it exciting, like, because we know that the military guy is going to have 1 or 2 outcomes. 1, he's going to save the group, okay? Mm-hmm. Or 2, he's going to sacrifice himself to save the group. But again, like, I already fucking know the outcome.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, like, for example, The Walking Dead, in the out of the 3 villages, the Kingdom, the Hilltop, and Alexandria, I believe there's only 2 medical people. One is an actual, I think he's like an RN or nurse, and then the other one is a girl who he taught how to do stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like out of 300 people that are in 3 communities, there's only 2 doctors. So it's like they have fucking 20 doctors for 300 people. So the ratio is still balanced out. So are somewhere along the lines.
But what if there's no doctors? That's my point. Is that like?
Yeah, but there
what if
going to
there
have
is-
to be. I mean,
I know,
unless
there's
it's a complete overhaul of zombies to where. But again,
like I said, like okay, what about? I mean, I don't know any fucking doctor. Like the only doctor that I kind of know personally, he's not even a real doctor. He just has a piece of paper in his office that says doctor on it. Like he's not even he's a weight loss doctor. So my point is that even if I ended up having this due to my group, and let's say I gash my leg on a whatever.
I know, but that's where they find books. That's why, like in The Walking Dead, they have medical books, and they have that person that's dedicated to learning how to do these things. I don't know if you've kept up with it, but that younger girl that they're teaching, Enid, I think is her name. They taught her how to do all this because she had no knowledge of it. She just dedicated herself to learning how to do it and all the trial and errors. They even showed her like trialing and erroring surgical closing of incisions and things like that. So that's what I'm saying. It's, to me, it still helps out with trying to cover your bases.
What do you think your role would be if you were in this situation? You think you'd be like a warrior, a medic, or like
I'm like a warrior.
I don't know what the fuck to call it.
Warrior. Just clicking the fucking
I'm a warrior.
I don't know if it'll click. No, it won't. Oh, look. Your booze bottles.
Hell yeah.
Warrior.
Fuck yeah, dude. I love my booze bottles.
Dude, you didn't clean this fucking room up from the last time or what?
No, I did. I left all that shit there.
As far as my role for my family, I think I would be the kind of same thing like for your family. I think you'd be the designator, like the one that would know what to do, where not to go, where to go search for this. I think that would be my family. Kind of not ordering, but telling Art.
You would be more like the leader.
I would think so. Yeah.
I mean, even if you're not a leader, kind of more like a coordinator.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I can tell you right now that like, if that happened, whatever group I would be in, because I know where to find shit, and like I know where things are,
yeah.
And I know what I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm fucking smart as shit, but I
played zombie games.
but I played zombie games, so I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think I would, and then of course,
and then okay, what does bug me about The Walking Dead is the stupid situations that they get themselves in.
Yeah, it's fucking.
So that's where I would be like, okay, like we're too smart for that kind of thing, like to fall for it. Like people want to take risks and all that. I'm like, no, we'll just come back another day.
Well, see, but also too, you have that fucking paranoia
Of what?
of just things going down.
Oh, like everything that can, every worst there.
Yeah, I mean, you and I had a conversation we had an argument really that one night about the whole.
Oh yeah.
But that's your frame of mind, which I mean, I think that in maybe in that.
In the zombie apocalypse,
in the zombie apocalypse, it could be beneficial. But I think just in day-to-day regular
but not
life,
this next weekend.
no, exactly. I don't know. I just don't like I said. I just don't get it. Like I don't. And again, I've said it before. Like I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not saying that. I just don't understand. Like I just don't get it. Like how.
See, the thing is, I don't get how you can't be like that either.
I just think that bad shit happens. But if bad shit's gonna happen, it doesn't matter if you're there or not. Like it just it.
Well, we're not going to go into that whole argument.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I mean, not because we're going to start, but I mean, the people aren't going to know the whole premise of the whole thing. So I think it's going to take like another 20, 30 minutes to go back and forth.
It'll probably take like 45 to go through the whole fucking conversation.
What we should do is have someone come on to... What kind of person would we need for something like that to kind of tell us who's the...
We need like a cop or somebody. Right? Like a law enforcement?
I don't know, not for that.
Like maybe like a security guard?
Just keep naming everybody. A cook, a chef?
A cook, a chef, somebody.
A zoologist?
A zoologist.
Dolphin keeper?
Which, by the way, if we have Ken Gerard here in a couple of weeks, he's that cryptozoologist, so he's all about Bigfoot and shit. That's gonna be, dude. Can
you show me your feet?
Can you look at my feet and tell me if I have Bigfoot hereditary?
Bigfoot syndrome.
Bigfoot syndrome? No, you know what's crazy is that
He shoot you with a dart. I've been looking
I've
for you.
been right as soon as I answer the door.
I hear the thud.
Just all you hear is a boom.
Like, was it the Will Ferrell? Like, you crazy.
You're crazy, man. Dude, I fucking love that shit. Dude, I love that movie. Right? You said that you didn't like that movie.
Yeah, I don't really like Will Ferrell other than Step Brothers and maybe don't say anything stupid, but Get Hard with Kevin Hart.
You know, I still haven't seen that movie.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, those are the only two movies.
Have you seen Kevin Hart's new stand-up special?
I didn't know he did one.
Yeah, he did one, and it's pretty fucking funny, except the last I'll say the last 20 minutes of his.
He starts turning into Kevin Hart.
Well, not even so much that. I just think his stories and stuff like that. Just I don't know.
It loses connection.
Yeah, it loses connection, and it kind of you lose interest.
Have you seen that movie, The Upside, where he's the caretaker or life auxiliary for the?
Oh no!
I just saw that one yesterday. It was good.
Was it good? Yeah, I still haven't seen that one yet. Dude, there's a lot of fucking movies.
I mean, it's not a comedy or anything like that. It's more. What's the word I'm looking for?
Like a drama.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's more of a drama, but it has its good moments, things like that. But it has some funny moments.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it. Like I said, there's a lot of fucking movies I haven't seen yet, but it's because the kid, the baby, I don't have fucking time to sit there and watch movies, man. Even like after he goes to bed, I'm like, fuck this, I'm going to sleep. I have to go to bed. Fuck that shit. There's no time to. There's no time for going out or going to strip clubs and shit. So, which by the way, speaking of strip clubs, when was the last time you went to a strip club? Like how long ago was the last time you went?
Last time you and I went.
Fuck, dude. How long ago was that?
It's been years, man. I mean, I think it was probably even before you were married. So how long has that been?
Oh, fuck. I've been married for
26 years.
It feels like fucking 50 years, but no, but like, I mean,
that was. You're the only. I think you're the only person that would feel like I'm not a douchebag or a dirtbag for going.
Because you're with another dirtbag. Because you're with the dirtbag.
Yeah.
No, but like, you know what's crazy about strip clubs is like, you know, I used to be really into them when I first started.
Until you got all your money taken, is what it was.
Okay, so there was that incident. Which
both of us.
Yeah, no, dude, that was.
Well, you got more fucked than I
did. Well, I got really fucked that day because again,
you bought my stripper drinks.
I did, dude. But you know what's fucked up is like they didn't even ask; they just ordered.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, come on, let's do some. Let's get some drinks." And I'm thinking, "Oh, this might be $20. Whatever. I'll just
was it like 40 something?
It was $60 and for like 2 shots of Patron and like 2 beers. I was like, "What in the fuck, shit whore?" I was like, "You gotta be shitting me, dude. This is too goddamn much."
But did she give you like a discount on the dance?
No, she charged me full price.
No, she gave you like 2 for the price of 1.
I don't even fucking remember.
Yeah, because mine.
All I remember was
because
I kept thinking this bitch.
We came to the agreement that we weren't going to go to the couch or the chairs because if we went to the chairs, we knew we were going to spend money, and so we made that agreement.
And then I'll fall asleep.
Those
so
2
keep
girls,
dancing.
right? 10 songs later.
10, yeah, dude. That was. No. But you know what's funny, dude? Like as expensive as it is, you know what, dude? Let me tell you a fucking story about strip clubs when I was young. So my brother Rick and I. Okay, we were.
I was like, where the fuck did all the smoke come from? If I forgot you were fucking
it's me. But my brother Rick and I, we were 17. We were still in high school, and we would go to this all nude strip club.
You snuck in, or
okay, no, we didn't even sneak in. Okay, you had to be 18. It was BYOB, right? And all this shit, and so we were 17 years old.
Was it ecstasy?
Yeah, it was ecstasy.
Oh, okay.
Right there off of 2023 Sable Lane, and.
I don't know where it's at, but I just remember seeing you gave me a flyer for it one time. Did I? At when we were working at a pet care, if you will, and I think it was you or Frank or Esteban. I don't know who it was. Someone gave me a flyer and it had a picture of the club or Gentleman's Club Ecstasy.
I mean, I don't remember.
It said BYOB or it said 18 and up.
Yeah,
all nude or something.
Yeah, and it was crazy because like we had skipped school that day, and what we used to do when we skipped school is we would go, like kind of our normal routine, we would skip school and we would go there's this convenience store that would sell us beer. Mm-hmm. And so we would go to this convenience store and we would buy cigarettes and beer, and we would go down to Woodlawn Lake, and we would just sit there, booze it up, smoke cigarettes, just talk shit about life, whatever, this and that. Well, we had heard through a friend of ours that they didn't card anybody at the strip club. And it was all nude. So we're like, dude, I'm going to go see some pussy, dude. Like, this is what I want to go watch. Dude, I want to see this. And so we went over there, and we're like, okay, so just play cool, because, he had his driver license. I didn't even have a fucking driver license at that point. Like, and so we got out of his truck. We went in, and when we walked in, there's this guy sitting there, and he was like, oh, what's going on, gentlemen? It's a $10 cover, $5 if you brought drinks for the bucket of ice, this and that. So we're like, okay. So we gave him the $10. We didn't have any drinks with us, so we gave him $10, and we went in. He just walked in. They didn't card us. They didn't ask, hey, whatever, this and that. So we went in, and there was 3 girls dancing. Now, remind you, this is lunchtime. This is like around noon. There's 3 girls dancing up there, fully fucking naked. This is before they had pasties on and all this shit. Yeah, they were fully fucking nude. Like, one of them had a trimmed bush, one of them was shaved, and all this stuff. And we walked in, like I said, dude, we're fucking 17, and we're like, fuck yes, dude. We probably spent, I want to say, about a good 3 hours there, and like, it was fucking. Dude, it was amazing. It was just because...
Oh, I thought you were going to say it was horrible because of the daytime and the strippers.
No. And then we would go back at night. And so we would go back at night, and that's when all the fucking A-Team came out. That's when the fucking... Oh, my God.
The All-Star lineup.
Oh, the All-Star lineup came out, dude, at night. And so we started going. We would skip school once a week. We would go once a week over to the strip club. And then, so we started going, and of course, as we know, that shit gets expensive.
Yeah,
it gets really expensive. We were spending probably about $100 a week, because back then the table dances
a piece.
Oh, okay. Because back then you can get a lap dance fully nude from this chick, or from the dancers there for $10. So you spend $10 to go in, you take $100. You spend $10 to get in, you got $90. You can get 9 full-on dances. And back then, they used to play the whole song. They didn't play like now.
30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Well, the last time we went, which was years ago.
It was like 2 minutes, right?
It wasn't even that. It was like they would start the song, and then they would cut it off, not even before, or it would transition into a new song. See, and that's where they fuck you now, because the fucking DJ mixes it to where it transitions without stopping and then going. And so it's like, oh, by the time you think one regular song is over, it's already been 3 fucking dances. You owe this bitch, $60 right out of your fucking pocket. So, but back then it was $10 for a fucking lap dance. And so my brother Rick and I, we would go, and there was this one girl, well, lady actually. Her name was Cameron. But we don't know her real name. That may have been her real name. We don't fucking know. But Cameron, when we would go, and the place would open up at noon, when we would go in there, Cameron would already be fucking drunk.
Oh, shit.
She would be drunk. Not like, oh, I had a drink or I had a cocktail. No, she'd be fucking, like, stumbling drunk at noon. And she'd be up on the fucking stage, stumbling around, fucking just acting like a goddamn fool. Well, Cameron had a good friend that worked there. And her good friend, this chick, would let you fucking finger her. She would let you lick her pussy. Like, she would let you do all kinds of shit. The only thing she wouldn't let you do, honestly, the only thing she would not let you do is fucking stick your fucking turtle head inside her cooch. Like, that's the only thing she wouldn't let you do. Well, I didn't know that she let you do that, but Rick knew, because he was the first one to find out. So they went off into the dark corner so he can go get a lap dance, and I'm just sitting there talking with Cameron. Like I said, she's fucking hammered. She just talks about, like, how she lost, like, 3 kids to the fucking system and shit like that. Like, she's fucking... Dude, she was a mess. And so I'd be sitting there talking with Cameron, and Rick is over in the corner for... I can't even tell you how long. He'd be in the corner, and he's like, dude, she should let me finger her. She's fucking... And like you would look, like I would look, and sure enough, she'd be like he's sitting in the chair, and she's up on him, like, shoving her fucking coochie in his face. And he said that he'd just be sitting there just munching on her pussy just for, like, the whole song. Like, it's fucking crazy, dude. Like, dude, it was nuts. And so after doing that for a while, money got real low. Because like I said, we were spending $100 plus. Like when we found out that her.
What the hell were y'all doing that y'all had $100 all this time?
At that time in high school, we were working for the YMCA.
Oh, okay.
We were working for the YMCA. We were doing like the after school care for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
and so like we were, our checks we got paid every week. Our checks were probably, I'd say maybe about $200 to $250 a week, and so I mean it was nothing. It was an after school high school job. It wasn't anything. And so then we were like, well, dude, how are we fucking gonna get more money? Because we didn't have shit. We didn't have fucking anything. So what we did was we went and again, I'm gonna go on record saying this, but we went and we fucking robbed his stepdad.
His stepdad?
His stepdad. So his mom got remarried to this guy, and
no shit. I know what a stepdad
is. Anyway, his mom, because again, so for those of you who don't know out there in podcast land, so I have a lot of siblings. They're not blood siblings. 2 of them are, but the rest were kind of adopted by my family, and they've just been my brothers and my sisters. It's just how it fucking goes. But anyway, so his mom got remarried to this guy, and they lived in a nice house. And so one day before we went, we drove over to the house, and I was like, "What the fuck we doing?" Like, what, I thought we were gonna go get more beer and just go sit at Woodlawn and just chill. He was like, "No, fuck this, dude. We need to get more money." And I'm like, "Okay, well," I'm like, so I'm thinking, oh, he's gonna go in this guy's wallet, or he's gonna go where he has some money stashed. He's gonna take a few bucks, right?
Yeah.
No, this motherfucker. We go into the bedroom, and he opens up this like almost like a chest kind of deal, whatever. I don't even want to call it, like a small
jewelry box.
Yeah, almost like but I mean it was larger than jewelry box.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, so he goes and opens this up, and this dude has like gold bracelets. He's got fucking gold chains. He's got like
fucking Gotti or
yeah, I mean almost. He's got like all this fucking jewelry. He's got watches. He's got all this shit in there, right? And then he starts just fucking like not even like picking, 1 or 2 things. He fucking just starts swiping shit out of that box. This is how hooked he was on this pussy. This is.
I mean, what? I mean, okay. I mean, I know I'm jumping the story, but like, it's your stepdad. You're gonna have to go back to that house, like,
He would go every now and then. He wouldn't stay there very much. He would stay with his real dad.
Oh,
and so we. He went and then he took some other shit. Like he swiped a couple of watches, some gold chains. He swiped some fucking bracelets. He fucking took all kinds of shit. And then I want to say he even fucking robbed his own mom. I don't even fucking remember exactly what all he took. But we took all this shit and we went to the pawn shop.
Does that dude know now? Like,
no, I don't think so. I don't fucking think so.
He didn't think that it was Rick's mom that stole it and took it out on
Dude,
him?
I have no idea whatever even fucking came of that.
Damn.
I couldn't even tell you what even came of that, but he stole, I don't know how much it was worth exactly, but through the pawn shop, it was worth like, they gave us like, I want to say it was almost like $400. They gave us so much fucking money for all this shit. And like I said, it was like fucking Rolex watches and shit like that. And also what made it non-suspicious was that we were 17 years old. And when he went up and says, yeah, my dad passed away. This is what he told the guy at the pawn shop.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, my dad passed away. I don't want any of this shit. Just pawn it. The guy was like, oh, okay, well, what do you got here? And fucking all this gold and fucking watches and all this shit. And he gave like $400. And so he said, here, you take half. So he gave me half. So I had like $200 in my pocket. And then that day we decided to go to the gas station, pick up some fucking booze. We got booze, cigarettes, and then we went to the fucking strip club. And that dude fucking fingered that chick for probably, I couldn't even tell you, he fingered her and ate her pussy for like an hour. Yeah, exactly. And then we kind of developed this habit that now we were into robbing shit now from people that we knew.
Shit.
It was from people that we knew. And as a matter of fact, the girl that I was dating at the time, I can't say her name, but the girl that I was dating at the time, I fucking robbed her because, like, what happened was I had asked her, as a matter of fact, I don't know if I ever told you the story, but where I had asked her, I said, hey, can I borrow $100?
Oh, yeah, you went through her purse. Right?
Yeah. So I said, hey, can I borrow $100 and I'll pay you back? Which I did. I legitimately was going to pay her back.
You were?
Yeah, no, I was. Fucking bitch. And so she's like, well, no, like, what do you need it for? What do you need it for? And I'm like, oh, I just need some stuff. Like, I need to get some stuff. Like, I don't know. And she's like, well, no, I'm not going to give it to you. She's like, I don't have any money. And so she told me she didn't have any money. So I was like, okay, cool. Well, whatever. Like, that's fine. Well, I went in her purse for something else.
What were you trying to do with that $100?
We were trying to go back to the strip club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I went through her purse because I don't remember if I was trying to find, like, because I remember she always had, like, candy and shit with her, so I was, like, just going through her fucking purse.
She an old lady or what?
Fucking right. Well, she was older than me. She was about, like, 4 years older than I was.
Oh, wow.
But, yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying, but, like, dude, I was 17, she was already in her 20s. Okay? So, like...
She had the little strawberry ones you have to twist open.
Right?
The little caramels.
The little caramels, the fucking sugar-free, what do you call it, cough drops and shit. No, but I went in her purse looking for something, and when I looked in her purse, she had fucking this wad of money.
Fucking for her bills, man.
I don't fucking know, right? She's had a lot of money. It's like, well, she fucking tells me she ain't got no fucking money. So I look in her purse and she had all this money, and I was like, this fucking bitch just lied to me. So I take out I take out this wad of money, and there's like, I don't know, like $1,200 in there. I don't even fucking know how much it was a lot of money. So I was like, fuck this shit, dude. So I took like $600. I took like $600 out of that fucking wad of cash.
She didn't catch you? I don't think you told me she catch you.
No, she never caught me.
Oh, okay.
She never fucking caught me. As a matter of fact, like, she never even fucking asked me. She never even fucking asked me if, like, hey, what happened to my money? Or, hey, did you take money from me? Or she never even fucking asked me.
How long were we all together?
Afterwards. We were together probably for maybe another, I'd say probably about a good year afterwards.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, we're cold right then and there.
Well, yeah, because you fucking know me.
Speak to your son?
Exactly. Well, because you fucking know me.
Well, she's fucking dating you. How else is it better to know you?
Yeah, but when I'm dating a girl, she doesn't fucking see the dirtbag that I am. Like, she doesn't fucking get to see that, you know? And, yeah, but we stayed together for like a year afterwards. She never fucking even asked me about it. I took that $600 and I gave my brother $300. And we went back, and there he goes again, just eating and fingering pussy for like 2 hours that day, dude. Like,
the poor girl had to work 2 weeks just for y'all to go spending on some stupid.
That was just a stupid, dude, for real. Like, it was fucking
have
stupid.
y'all was that lady Cameron, or what's the other girl's name?
Which one?
The one that let Rick do all that?
Her name was Sapphire.
Did she stay there long, or did Rick ever follow her to another strip club? Or?
No, okay, so here's I'm glad you bring that up. So we actually had gone to another strip club because apparently
the restraining order said Rick.
Right,
y'all gonna go back.
Right? No, but apparently she had. They said that she had went to another club.
Yeah.
And the club that she went to was called Illusions. And this club Illusions we didn't know at the time, but apparently they were already under investigation or something like that for prostitution.
Oh, okay.
And we had no fucking idea. But this is where they said that she went. So Rick and I had gone, we skipped school and we went back, and we went over there. Same situation. They didn't even fucking card us. They didn't even fucking say anything. They didn't even fucking even look at us twice. They just got the cover money and then...
They Ric Flaired you?
Yeah, right. Just woo!
Just give me the money and
give me the money and get the fuck out of here. And so we had gone in, and the place looked real shady as shit anyway. It looked real fucking shady. But when we got in there, we were probably there for maybe like 10, 15 minutes. And like you know how you're sitting there and some of the dancers will come up and they'll sit on your lap and they'll try to talk you into a lap dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking we're there for, 10, 15 minutes and these two girls come over and one sits on Rick's lap and one sits on mine. And dude, they cut straight to the chase. They said they came and they said, hey, blowjobs are $50. If you want to fuck, it's $100. And that day we had the money. That day we had the fucking money.
Yeah. We
had the money, and that was the first time I was ever going to pay.
Oh, you didn't do it?
No, because so again with that story. So they offer us that we have the money, but fucking Rick was asking, "Hey, is there a girl named Sapphire here?" I'm like, "Bitch, we're fucking really throwing pussy in our face. What are you doing?" And so Not even 5 minutes. Dude, we were there probably a total of 20, 25 minutes. Not even after that. Like, not even
a raid or what?
Yeah, there was a fucking raid. Luckily, we were sitting towards the back. Mm-hmm. Like, we were sitting towards the back by where the girls go, I guess, to their locker room or whatever it's called. Their little area. Yeah. And we're sitting back there, and, like, there was an exit there. And so, dude, as soon as we fucking, like, we heard that, we saw the flashlights, and we fucking looked and we fucking booked it. Back then, Rick used to drive this fucking Volvo. It was a piece of shit, dude. Like, that, oh my God. But, dude, we jumped to that fucking Volvo. We fucking hauled ass out of it. Dude, we were gone, dude. We were fucking ghosts. But fuck yeah. So, I mean, I don't even fuck with strip clubs anymore. Like, I fucking can't. It's too much money. And what I mean, you don't really get anything out of it anymore, anyway. I mean, fine. You'll get lucky sometimes and find a fucking dancer that'll grab your dick, but I mean,
that's it. That's it. You can do it yourself.
Exactly. I can do this shit myself and not pay anything.
Right. No gas wasted.
No gas wasted. I mean, the only thing I'm paying is in shame and shit. That's the only fucking thing I gotta pay.
Well, there's no shame in your game.
No, there is no shame in my game. That's for fucking sure. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in today. Again, we want to thank you on behalf of the Huevos and Ketchup podcast for
listening to us.
Yeah,
no guests.
Exactly. Or just in general, man, just for listening to us, taking the time out of your day to listen to the Huevos and Ketchup podcast. We appreciate it. And don't forget to go on freshbody.com and pick up your fresh balls. Ladies, if you got floppy, sweaty titties, guess what? Fresh breast is made for you. You got that fucking stank foot. You got them feet that just be a stanky stank. Pick up some fresh feet. And also, if you got that ass that's just not very clean. Because there's times when I think I wipe my ass and it's squeaky clean and it's not. Mm-hmm. So, what you want to do is get some ass wipes from freshbody.com. Thank you guys for listening.
One more shout out to...
that's right. One more shout out to Wayne's Wings off of 2427 Austin Highway. Again, guys, those are legit. I mean, yeah, you could look at me and say, well, you know what, Bobby Mac's not picky. You're right. But it is rare that, because I can't stand Wingstop. I don't like Wingstop.
Yeah, it's very rare that you tell me, oh, this place was good, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
blah.
I mean, but this...
And they didn't ask you to promote them. You asked if you could.
Yeah, exactly. I asked them because I was like, dude, this is too fucking good for people to miss out on. So if you listen to this...
You got any vegan wings?
No. Fucking vegan. No. I'd stop for a second. No, but they do have like...
they have potato skin.
No, but they do have
potato skin.
They have those, but their fucking fries are good too.
Are they seasoned or just...
Yeah, they're seasoned, and then you can get different flavors on them too, like different kinds of seasoning on your fries. Like you can get...
What kind? Are they like Jack in the Box curly fries, or are they like McDonald's?
No, they're the wedge, almost like wedges.
Like Bill Miller wedge, or like...
No, they're just like wedge fries. I don't know how to fucking describe it. You got to go down there. You have to go down to 2427 Austin Highway. But hey, let them know that you heard that ad on the Huevos and Ketchup podcast and receive 10% off your order. Ladies and gentlemen, that's taking the tax off. That's pretty much, you're not paying any taxes. Yeah. Okay? So head down there, tell Wayne that you heard this because Wayne's always there. You tell Wayne that you're the ad on Huevos and Ketchup podcast and you get 10% off.
So the owner's actually there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he's a super cool man. Dude, he's a super cool guy, man. He's really fucking cool. Big shout out to Wayne. All right, y'all. Again, thanks for listening. We love y'all listeners. Tune in next time.
We have to go get some wedges right now.
Fuck yeah.